Hey guys, what's up? lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2010 animated feature film from DreamWorks Animation Studios, How to Train Your Dragon. Composed by John Powell, directed by Dean... No, I'm sorry. Yes. John? Yes, John Powell composed it. Dean Du Bois and Chris Sanders directed it. Chris Sanders was very well known for Lilo and Stitch, that whole series. Voice of Stitch, creator of the series in general. He launched an amazing franchise for Disney, and then he went to DreamWorks to launch this amazing franchise from How to Train Your Dragon. The film stars a bunch of people. Jay Baruchel is the voice of Hiccup. Hiccup is a Viking on the island of Berk, and his clan fights dragons, basically, for over 700 years. His father is the, chief of the island. There's elders, there's warriors galore. They pray to Odin and Thor, and it's a beautiful Viking tale. It has ruins, but the basic premise is Hiccup tries to kill a Night Fury, which is a dragon, and he winds up injuring the dragon, and instead of killing him, he winds up befriending him, and they learn to balance each other's trust, and Hiccup is a blacksmith, basically, so he creates a new kind of tale for Hiccup to learn to fly again. But it turns out, for Toothless to fly again, the dragon Toothless. It turns out that Hiccup needs to ride Toothless in order to control the tail, so it's a whole, you need to trust your enemy and find common ground aspect. The Vikings therefore want to destroy the dragon's hive, and then Hiccup and Toothless winds up destroying the queen dragon, the king dragon. Hiccup says he a lot, so it's the king dragon, for the hive mind that the dragons have, and then Hiccup winds up losing a leg, and then it's very poetic that Hiccup loses a leg and Toothless loses part of its tail, so together they make a beautiful combo. That is your basic summary. But the purpose of this film, aside from showing true friendship, aside from showing fear, and it's okay to be afraid, and it's okay to be courageous, and there's courage through fear, and you need to trust as many people as you can, even though you thought you never could trust, and take your chances, and John did a fantastic job with this music, that every time I watch this movie 9 years later, it still makes me teary-eyed, because it is just fantastic. It literally pulls at the heartstrings, and you feel it in your soul when you watch this film, when you watch the dragons do loops and twists and turns, and Chris just did an amazing job with this directing the cinematographer how to portray these aerial views of a medieval Viking town. So How to Train Your Dragon is based off of a book series, actually, a kid's book series. And then there's been TV shows, and then there's been, there was a sequel, and then the third one's coming out actually very soon. Countless toys and references, and I love, and we're going to talk about this with the second one, and then the third one eventually as well, but the characters age within the series. So all the main characters get older. They're not kids anymore. And it's amazing to see that, because most animated films just keep everybody the same age. Like Incredibles to Incredibles 2, there wasn't any time difference. Everyone stayed the same age, even though there was a 14, 15-year difference, whatever that was. Toy Story 3 aged Andy, aged Bonnie. So that was a good thing to see the characters age. Who else aged? Monsters University was a prequel to Monsters, Inc., but that wasn't technically an aging. I don't know. I can't think of any other animated films right now. TV shows are different. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender, everybody ages. Avatar: The Legend of Korra, everybody ages. But those are TV shows. Movies, kid movies, don't normally have animated characters aging. Like in the Shrek film series, you don't have anyone aging. You just have the babies being babies, and Shrek and Fiona and Donkey and Dragon are all the same age. Puss in Boots is the same age. No one ages. You don't genuinely see a kid turn into an adult, kind of thing. So for DreamWorks to have kids turn into adults, DreamWorks also did Shrek. It was very important to see that, because it wasn't seen before. It was very interesting, very, very smart to do it this way. I'm very impressed. I'm still impressed. Obviously, I'm still talking about this movie 9 years later. So we're going to talk about the sequel moving forward, and we're going to talk about the third movie as soon as I see it. I haven't seen it yet. It hasn't come out yet. We will see it. We will talk about it. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me that the soundtrack to How to Train Your Dragon is the best soundtrack in any film series for that matter? Because it is. Hands down, no getting around that. And Chris Sanders is amazing, and I need him to direct the live action Lilo and Stitch, which comes out when 2020, 2021, something like that. And I'm so excited. As you can see, I've had a stuffed Stitch next to us for every single video, minus the stuff outside, and he is a big part of my life. Iailo Okawahila no Manihini Ohana. That's your Hawaiian for the day. And that's it. We'll talk about Lilo. We did talk about Lilo and Stitch one time, a long time ago. We should talk about it some more. Yes. Mucho mahalo, guys.